What up? What up? Let me know if you can hear me. What's going on? Happy Friday. What up, Mike? What up, baby? What y'all got going on today? How has life been? Y'all staying out the mix? I know I'm staying out the mix. I don't know about y'all. I'm staying out the mix all day long. people hit me up talking about, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about that? I was like, because that is not what I want to talk about. Y'all can argue about people that don't know y'all. I'm not doing that. Like, for real. I'm like, no, no, no. I might go over a topic, but I ain't about to argue about a topic. Not one bit will I do that. Okay? I'm not doing that. Do y'all not see what's happening to people's pages? I'm not here for a good time. I'm here for a long time. Like, real talk. I'm looking at some people's pages. I'm like, y'all really going in? And for what? Why you going in like that? Some people, this is what I think, right? I honestly think when it comes to certain subjects, right? It's not that they care so much. I mean, exactly. Some people are just they're mad. And I hear it, right? And I get it. But y'all going about it the wrong way. Y'all going about it the wrong way. Do you think if you were going to do something, let's just say you was going to do anything, or you had such of a strong opinion on something, do you think that would be smart by you airing it out on social media? I mean, I ain't saying I'm the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I know I ain't the Dolphins. That's all I'm saying. Like, that don't even make sense. And for what? What are y'all doing that for? I'm just saying. I be confused. Like, and I like. Can y'all please? Yeah, arguing over someone who don't know you. And y'all know what time it is. Like, one thing about me, I read the room. And I say this to people all the time. Learn how to read the room. Learn how to read the room. Read that room. Everything ain't up for an argument or debate. And what's it gonna get you? Let's just say you did have a voice and you wanted to be heard. I mean, having somebody silence you all the time is not good either. Are you on the wrong platform? I get, that people want to get out different things, but we don't know these people. I mean, I'm just saying, like, we don't know them, What you got to realize too is some people do anything just for clout. Like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. And the reason why I bring this up is because somebody was like, well, there's more to life than just talking about, the women and the men and relationships and logic. I was like, well, that's our base, isn't it? Isn't that the base of everything that go on in this life? That's the base. So if we don't got the base together, or we can't even talk about the base, how you gonna fight the other stuff? Like, really think about that. If we not getting along with each other, and I mean any kind of relationship, friendship, family, anything, and I always hear that one person always says, well, I know somebody and they're doing really good. And I was like, okay, that's great. I'm glad you know somebody that's doing great. I know people are doing great too. But the majority and the hammer that's about to get thrown down, the majority is always going to rule. It just is. Yeah. So, of course, come on now. Like, make that make sense. I don't think people realize, like, when they say that, it's not that I'm saying that there are a whole bunch of great people that are doing great. So that's not what I mean. But when you got families that's already broken up from the beginning, to where women, I just brought this up today. I was saying back in the day, when a woman had a problem, or a man had a problem with their spouse, they brought it up to the elders. But the elders aren't even addressing it because a lot of times the elders ain't there. And what I mean when I say that, I'm not talking about they're not even in the house. Even if they in the house, it don't mean they there. You gotta think, in a lot of other cultures, you can't even get divorced or anything without going through the elders first. You can't just go and divorce Jimmy. Like that's not how that works. So it's not that I'm only bringing a relationship. It's a little bit of everything that I talk about. You know? Yeah, I think there's so many moms who have never even told their kids they love them. You know how many grown people I know? They said their mom has never told them that they love them. So when you say that you're gonna fight the other fight, I mean, don't we gotta tackle this one first? I mean, maybe it's just me. Am I tripping? Like for real. Like, do y'all not understand? Even families, like I said the last time I was talking to y'all, I was saying how families used to live next to each other. Everybody lived away from each other. Even if you're in the same city, your sister might live on a whole other side of town. While you living on that other side, she live on the whole other side. I mean, I almost feel like people are fighting to get away from each other. What up, Purge? How you doing, baby? So that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to this type of things that I talk about, like this is the base of it. People might not want to hear it. Maybe, because I get the emails. I get the emails and the emails be like, well, I know this person and I just met a lady and she's doing great. And I'm not saying nobody's not doing great. That's not what I'm saying. Why do people not like to talk about the stuff that's really going on? I'm just curious. Like I said last time I was on here, you put some rotten meat in a Tupperware bowl, put the top on. It still stink. It still stink. So I don't understand why people have such a problem with that. I don't. Maybe because is it hurting feelings? Is it touching nerves? What is it doing? I'm just curious. Like I'm for real. Look, Purge, I was saying how everybody's going off and they're going back and forth about the CK stuff. And I'm just like, some of y'all just rageful. Some of y'all need to take some John Saint's warts or something. Look, your thoughts can't come out if you can't even get to the place that you're trying to get to. If your tone ain't right. Nobody can. Just because you're the loudest person in the room, don't mean that you are being heard. And you don't gotta agree with another creator. You cannot agree with that creator without calling another creator names and going in on them and or going in on her. It's okay for you not to agree with somebody. It's like it's okay. I have friends that I don't agree with, and so I have friends who don't agree with me. We're still friends. You need friends on both sides. Like, why does it have to be either or? That's all I'm saying. Like, do y'all ever see that? What do y'all think about that? Like, I was just telling somebody, I was on TikTok, I've been on YouTube lives, and I was just telling them, like, certain things you do gotta watch what you say. Because we don't own any of this. We don't own any of this. We are visitors in somebody's kitchen, right? Pretty much. You can't cuss somebody out in their kitchen. They're gonna kick you out the house. They're gonna kick you out the house. If you got a message, deliver the message. You can deliver the message without delivering the rage, can't you? That's all I'm saying. I mean, people got their opinions. People got their opinions. They can say what they want to say, and that's okay. And people gonna say what they want to say. And as you see who got the ball. You know, you see who got the ball. So it's like they do have other platforms for you to be on. But until then, I'm gonna need y'all to find a way. Like real talk. And you know, I heard TikTok just got bought by somebody else. So whoever it got bought by, believe me, they bought it to turn it in the direction they want to turn it into. So, you know, that's all I'm saying. You know, when it comes to politics and religion and different things like that, like I don't debate on that. I might talk about it. I might bring it up, say what's going on. But just like, no, for what? What prize do I win? I don't want no prizes for that. Like for real. I mean, people's head turning right now when they bringing up stuff. Hold up. I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold up. Let me download this real quick. Purge, what time are you coming on tomorrow? Put it in the chat. Also, guys, if y'all go live or anything, put it in the chat so my folks will know. And Purge, do you go live every single? Who else go live on here? If you go live, put it in the chat. You know, if you mess with me, I'll definitely mess with y'all. Put it in the chat and let me know. Do not be shy at all. What y'all got going on tonight, guys? What's new? What didn't happen in the world of social media in America right now? What's going on? Besides our normal. I see they had a mudslide in California. They had a couple things. Global warming is getting crazy. Do y'all know they said Vermont is the safest place to be at in America? And if you think about it, all the scary movies that you watch, and I don't watch many scary movies. I'm scared in real life of different things. Everybody runs to Vermont or Connecticut. Look it up. A lot of scientists say that that's the safest place. So people are relocating to Vermont. Well, I know they definitely was a couple years ago, but that's supposed to be the safest place for climate. So that's the safest place that they have for climate. So I was like, that's crazy because that's where they be at in the zombie movies. I said, who knew? And that's one place I've never been to is Vermont at all. I'm about to upload something for y'all. Hold up, it's coming up. Are y'all Midwest, East? Where y'all at? Put it in the chat. As far as just like, I know, Purge, you're West Coast, right? Hold up, is my chat moving? Hold on. Hold up, guys. Making sure something wasn't stuck. Hold up, let me go over here and grab this tab. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Cases and Cams with Daniel Cunningham. Look, that sounds legit on that name, okay? All right, let's play this real quick. Let's see the download. Let me see if it's done. Yes, it did.
Firstly, there's not that many successful ones of you. That's the Googleable fact. The other thing is, Mad at What? You literally have the highest divorce rates with every other group of women outside of Black women.
Let me see. Let me see what that says. Hold up. What does that say? I'm gonna tell you what it says. Let me see here. So that's why you see so many black men with non-black wives when it said when they built or gained success. So I get it. So hopefully you're no longer mad at us for doing it. So the man is saying this is why you see so many black men with white women. And this is her clapback.
There's not that many successful ones of you. That's the Googleable fact. The other thing is, Mad at What? You literally have the highest divorce rates with every other group of women outside of black women. Anytime you marry outside of black women, your divorce rates as black men go astronomically higher. You also get money when you do get it, and then you get accused of grape later, usually, and give your money right back to the white man or whatever other group you do, while we marry out and bring money back into the black family and back to the black community. So yeah, mad where? Mad at what? Stay soft, because you definitely are.
That didn't even make sense what she just said. It's like, where y'all be getting these statistics from? She talking about they saw, like, sometimes tell you just for the clout, just for the clout. They don't even care if it makes sense or not. What do you mean? Talking about stay soft.
And back to the black community. So yeah, mad where? Mad at what?
And did she say she was marrying out? She said that's why we're marrying out. No, we're not. It's like a 4% rate that black women are dating out.
Stay soft, because you definitely are.
You not lying.
I ever wonder why y'all all
It says having a child by the wrong person will definitely cost you for a short period of time. It says, but I always bounce back. If you bouncing back, why you in the car? Just bounce back.
always just see me in the house all day long talking shit? Because this is my car. My little cheap Malibu. Y'all see that? Completely dead. It won't even start. Like, y'all, I'm trying not to stress about it. You know, I'm 3 months going on 4 months postpartum. And honestly, you know, I've been trying to just stray away from the depression. But shit, just imagine, you know, just being stuck in the house all
Why do you always turn that little sad soundtrack in the back?
fucking day with your kids. You can't go nowhere. You feel like you're in a fucking prison cell. That's how I feel. Like, literally, it's crazy. But like I said, I'm trying to remain positive. You know, I'm trying not to stress about it because it's really nothing that I can do right now. All of this shit is out of my control. Yeah, I make sacrifices for my kids. I'm not even gonna lie. The same thing happened when I gave birth to my first daughter. I had car issues. I lost my job. Stuff like that, you know, just stuff that be happening when I get pregnant and, you know, whatever the case may be. Same situation now. But, you know, I don't regret nothing. I don't regret having my kids. None of that shit, you know. It is what it is. Things will get better. So, yep, I just took my trash out and just came and sat in my car for like 2 seconds. I'm finna go back in. My kids in the house sleeping. So, it just feels so good to get some air out, y'all. Like, it feels so good. Because I just be in the house. Literally. I don't have no stroller or nothing. No take no walks. Nothing. We be in the house. So, yeah. See,
They be going hard on TikTok begging. She in the car talking about, I just went, I took out trash. You know, I ain't got no legs. like, you know, we ain't got no food, kids in the house. I just came out here to get some air because I can't breathe. Girl, you had those kids. You done had them kids by K-Ron that you knew, and you knew that he wasn't trying to be with you. Why you be on here with the whole sympathy play?
one thing about me, y'all, I'm gonna always remind a fucking man that he's a pathetic fucking loser. And he's not who the fuck he thinks he is. A lot of these men try to make you think they got it like that when in actuality, they're fucking losers. Literally. And they don't be having it like that at all. They just be trying to convince them fucking selves. So they think if they convince you, then it'll help them. But literally, it doesn't.
So you're getting pregnant by losers? I mean, just imagine. I mean, that's almost like telling somebody they stink and you just got out their bed and you're telling them, like, it doesn't make sense. And you wonder why nobody wants to be around you.
In actuality, they're fucking losers. Literally. And they don't be having it like that at all. They just be trying to convince them fucking selves. So they think if they convince you, then it'll help them. But literally, it doesn't.
So you have a baby by a man that you call a loser. And then you make TikTok videos where you're dancing in the kitchen with bags of water on the floor. Again, hold up. This is a catfish. I'm so tired of y'all doing this. Like, how you just go from this? Then you wonder why they come over there after 11 p.m. and you let them in your house. And you telling me that they're such a loser, but you don't mind making babies with them. And this is why this topic will always be popular, because this is what we be talking about. You calling men losers, but you don't mind having kids with them. While you sitting in your murdered out Nissan and the car won't start. But he's a bum. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Then you want to dance in the kitchen. Like you so lazy you can't even take the bottles of water out the plastic. They just gonna sit on the floor. It's gonna let the water sit on the floor. It ain't going up. It ain't nothing. And are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? I'm gonna tell you this. Men, I'll tell you, go to a woman's social media page. Go to her page. See what she got going on. See what she got going on. She in front of little dirty mirrors dancing. I'm telling you, it's always gonna show. It's gonna show who she is. I don't care what nobody say. You won't be able to wipe this off. You won't be able to wipe this off. Like, that is nuts to me. And these be the same women. Those be the same women talking about men ain't this and ain't that. And you know the kids probably sitting in the living room. They in the hallway staring at her.
Time and talk about this leftover conversation of women. So there was a woman that came on my dating show and she said, we're the leftovers. And I told her, listen, I am not a leftover. You don't have to agree. Your opinion does not matter. I'm not running for a president. Your vote does not count for my life. And then there was a woman in the comment section that said, you are a leftover and you just need to agree to it. Now I responded, and I'm going to tell you in advance, what I said was very cocky, but she brought me there. Listen, girlfriend, if you like it, I love it. But your husband is the bar of your life. And I'm quite sure I make more than your husband in 1 month than he does in a year. So that means in order to be married to your husband, I would have to have a lower life, and I would rather see Jesus first. Cheers to that.
I'm so sick. You would rather see Jesus first. Peter said that wig is egregious. I mean, what part of that made her that mad? You're that mad that somebody called you a leftover. I mean, what is it called when you're the last of the last that are still out here? Wouldn't it be called a leftover? Anybody that's not married is a leftover. Pretty much. I'm a widow. I would still be considered a leftover. Like, Kendra needs to be delivered. You know what's crazy? She honestly thinks just because she got a little bit of money, I had this conversation earlier. It is different when women have a little bit of money. And I ain't talking about a nice amount of money. They could just make $30,000 more than an average man. That's their thing. They love to poop on you. They love to tell you what they make. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. The conversation went like this. She was saying that she had to go to a dinner party. And I was asking her, was she gonna take her husband? And she was like, nope. She was like, 'cause I don't feel like paying for him. You know, he's out of work right now. And I said to her, I said, do you know how many men pay for women when they don't have it? But it's a problem when women have it. Like it's a problem all day long. So what about, and I know her. I'm like, what about all the times that he's paid for you when you can have it? Like, come on now. Kendra showing off them twins. You know what she doing? Kendra better be careful, okay? Kendra getting bigger. Kendra getting bigger. And
I'm going to tell you in advance, what I said was very cocky, but she brought me there. Listen, girlfriend, if you like it, I love it. But your husband is the bar of your life. And I'm quite sure I make more than your husband in 1 month than he does in a year. So that means in order to be married to your husband, I would have to have a lower life, and I would rather see Jesus first.
I'm surprised she didn't do the boo-boo fingers. I'm surprised at the end she didn't go. Like, what does this mean? Kendra look like that drunk lady that's just sitting there getting drunk. She just look like she getting, like, so now she got a podcast, y'all, now? Honestly, Kendra, that's what it's called. I just seen this today. So this what she about to do? She about to sit on she about to do a podcast and drink Cisco? And talk about all the money that she has?
Cheers to that.
I'm so sick of y'all niggas coming to the motherfucking internet saying how the fuck y'all not doing shit for a bitch, not paying for no hair, no makeup, no nails. Then why are you with her? Why are you there? What is your point of being there? If you're not trying to make that.
See, but look, Kendra's the leader. This is why girls come on here with a wig band on, or a skull cap, and a bonnet. I know she hot. And this is why they talk like this. Because Kendra sits up there and says the things that she just said, and then says cheers, as if she just got done cooking. Like, come on now. Like, why? Why?
That girl life easier? Why are you there? Y'all think goddamn hairs and nails and makeup is tricking. Bitch has been doing that.
The point that she got the nerve to talk about, why are you here? And you're on social media without your hair done, with a shower cap on your head. Why would anybody get your hair done? You seem to be fine, but looking crazy. So why would anybody? This is what I be talking about right here. And she's probably dead serious. Like, she's being loud. She's trying to be seen, but she's not playing. She said, why would anybody want to talk to y'all if y'all not paying for hair and nails? Some of y'all don't need to be getting your hair or your nails done. Seeing that some of y'all's kids can't even read. I mean, make that make sense. I've never seen so many bonnet videos where they're demanding stuff. Men are demanding for y'all to take that bonnet off. Y'all won't even take the bonnet off. Y'all won't take the bonnet off. But meanwhile, this man has to buy you an outfit before you go out on a date, pay for your hair and your nails. And you can't even take the bonnet off? What does he get out of this? Like, real talk. He said, Anna is so nice and so mean at the same time. It's a skill. No, but I'm serious. Like, just like the story I just told y'all about the lady that said she didn't want to take him to the little dinner party because she said she didn't want to pay for him. He been paying you for years. But this is what they do. I've noticed, is it a trend? It's a trend. When women go up a little bit in life, and I'm just talking about, they might just go up in $20,000. $20,000. And you know what they'll come back and say? They'll be like, he's so stagnant. He has no ambition. I can't. And I'll be like, well, haven't you been with him for like 10 years? Haven't you been the same person? What did he change? What changed? What changed? Ain't nothing has changed. Ron James says, wait. So he gotta pay for hair. He can't see? Yeah, when do y'all let it out? When do y'all take that off? How many times do y'all wash it? And I ain't even being mean. I'm serious. Like, what are y'all protecting? You can't cover your hair up like that. It's like putting a couch on top of grass. Do y'all not realize that? It says dust recognizes dust. And that's the word they like to use for y'all. They love calling y'all dusty or zesty. You either, they gonna call either. And this is the kind of person that says that in the house. Then you got a nerve to be sitting in y'all's car. Talking about my car don't work. A lot of y'all stuff not about to be working. Do y'all not understand? I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again for some of the people in the back. A lot of these ladies' jobs, and ladies, y'all have these jobs that's coming up on the chopping block. Y'all the one got the jobs. Way more than the men. The job's not gonna be there. You don't have any special skills. What do y'all think y'all gonna do? Y'all just gonna sit on TikTok and just go off? Yeah, that's what y'all gonna do? Some of y'all, I'm gonna call CPS on y'all. Team Peterson said, I am not paying for anything I hate. He said, ever. he said, F your dusty wigs, nails, lashes, and bonnets with y'all panhandling asses. I was just on TikTok, and I promise you, I'm calling CPS on this lady. This lady was sitting on the ground. She's sitting on the carpet with her kid with a water bottle. Like, you know, like the big empty water bottle that you put change in after you're done with the water bottle. And she was on there and she was like, we don't have anything to eat. And it was like Cash App, you know, I don't know what her name was, like Stinky Sugar, I don't know. But every single post of hers was like, this is all we have today is grapes. I hope whoever just bought TikTok, can y'all please stop the TikTok panhandling? I feel like I'm walking into a convenience store every time I go over to TikTok now. Don't nobody care. Y'all had them kids. Them kids. And then y'all keep having them. Y'all keep having them. And then y'all come on here and then I'm gonna beg and then cut up a McDonald's hamburgers in 8 ways. Why would anybody help y'all? And I'm not saying that people don't need help. People do need help. But why don't y'all get a job? Why don't you get a job? And what women say, women be like, well, I don't want to do that. Y'all gonna do a lot of stuff y'all don't want to do. I bet y'all will this year. You will this year. Try. Mark my words. Mark my words. Them jobs, the post office jobs, cashier jobs, paralegals. You working for anything that the AI can do. Think about it. The accountants, all the people that go work for H&R Block, all the tax days, the girls that sell Herbalife and be like, I do taxes. What y'all gonna do? Because now they're gonna go right in their phone and do their taxes. Or they're gonna go to an app that's using an AI and they're gonna do their taxes. So where are y'all gonna get this money from? Where y'all gonna get this money from? That's all I'm saying. It says all the women do is beg online and in person. It's bad enough online, but in person, and don't get me wrong, when I go to the grocery store, I've done this several times. I see somebody, especially older people, I see them putting stuff back, and I'll buy the groceries because I really see them putting stuff back. So I really see, and they're not asking anybody for money, but you can see them trying to figure out what they getting. And these are elderly people. But Tika, y'all 22 years old. Yeah, just not gonna work. Where are they gonna do with all of these bum bonnets? Where y'all gonna live at? It says bonnet equals broke. That's why she's online begging, dry begging. I'm seriously, where are they gonna put them at? Are they building something to put them at? Where they going? Where y'all going? Dry begging all day long. That's all they do. It says a man pays for her to get her hair did only for her to show up to the date wearing a shower cap. I'll ask my money back to cover the meal. She gonna get back there and wash some dishes. That's what she gonna do. And why you need y'all nails and stuff? Then if y'all not working, where y'all going? See, what y'all don't understand is older women back in the day, they got their hair done. They were going to work. They might have went to church. Y'all in the house not doing nothing. Some of y'all's kids stink. I ain't give them no baths. Heard said the oldest business is always hiring new cat for sale. She can do that. Well, that's the thing. It's gonna be a lot of box for sale. It's gonna be all kind of different people that ain't never sold box gonna sell box. So, I mean, that's gonna be more people are gonna be doing it. So that's gonna become cheaper. That's gonna become cheaper. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess if y'all selling some food with that box or something. It says she's gonna have to wake up earlier than that to fool me. To that ego trip to pay for her hair. Yeah, but somebody, what's wild? Women ask for stuff like this and they ain't never had it. They ain't never had nobody do nothing for them. Nobody ain't never even bought them a Christmas gift before. These are the same women that the men on February 13th don't answer their phone again to the 15th or Christmas time. Like, so what? Y'all never had it. Why do y'all think y'all going to get it? Why? What are you doing for this man just to come out his way and just do that? Like, I've never understood. Maybe women got to say it more. I think when men say it, when y'all say it, I think women just think that y'all being mean. They just be like, oh, he's being mean. No, nobody's doing that. What are y'all doing? Make me understand it. This is why as you get older, most likely you're gonna be somebody's side piece. They're always hiring for that. They're always hiring for that. You're gonna be like Sadia Khan. You're gonna be like Sadia Khan. And that ain't cute.
For they sell for years. We never needed y'all. But if you gonna be in my motherfucking face, you.
And we definitely needed y'all. Who do they think fight the wars? do the construction, like protect us when anything is going on. And I see so many women saying, we don't need y'all. How do y'all figure? How would the world keep going on? I don't know if they looking at too many Wonder Woman movies or something. Is that the one where all the women on the whole planet is all women? It's just all women, right? Like half of y'all wouldn't even know what half of the women, I'm gonna say more than half, y'all don't even know what's going on when it comes to politics, when it comes just the average woman, what's going on in the world. She has no idea. I'm talking about just something really simple. Just something really simple. And she's gonna shrug her shoulders. And it could be something really, really, really serious. She has no idea. It's like, how are y'all alive? Look, Woman King, Mike said, Woman King, like, yeah, women. And even that, as you see, look at all the movies. All the movies always got the women saving the men. Every movie. Any movie that just came out, any movie that's been out in the last 10 years. Either he down and she gotta save him. She tells the man, go get the car. I got it. Like, are y'all noticing it? Like, why is Hollywood playing like that? Y'all know damn well if something broke out anywhere, somebody came to y'all's house, y'all not about to go downstairs. Y'all talk all that stuff. But y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. Like, I don't understand it. What do you mean you don't need it? Like, you don't need, this is why the kids is messed up. This is why the kids are so messed up. This is why the kids, you ever seen an unruly kid talking to their mom? They talk to them like they ain't shit. And they ain't got no dad to tell them to be quiet or you don't talk to your mom like that. Like, I don't get it. It said some boo boo the fool gonna pick up his chest. They won't. Dasisha, I promise you they won't. You know, social media is forever. Forever. So let's just say this girl right here. Let's just say this girl, we're just gonna give her, let's say she's 26. So let's just say she's 33 and she meets a man. He sees this video, this ratchet hood rat special video that she got. Even if he liked her, because let's just say she has a representative on, that lasts about 3 weeks, if that. He gonna turn to this video. He gonna like, the gig is up. The gig is up. The gig is up. Do y'all not realize that this is forever? It said Stat Wars are asking where have their male audience has gone. Who knows? They crazy. It says dude will still simp out. Believe it or not. I mean, he gonna call her. He might want to hit the cheeks. He might want to smash. Everybody want to smash. But is he gonna do something for her? Not at all. I don't see it. If it was, it wouldn't be so many women getting kicked out right now. It wouldn't be so many women running after their cars while it's getting repoed. I don't know what kind of simping they doing. What, they bringing them cheeseburgers or something? Like on Men in Society, I got these cheeseburgers. Like, I don't see men spending money on them like that. At all. I think the PPP money then ran out. And now they getting hit with reality. They got these kids that they don't like because they only like the babies. Like I keep saying, That's why I told people, you better watch out for them kids because these women are home and they angry. And this is what you're going to get right here. And imagine when she has daughters, sons. Imagine if she has a son in the next room listening to this. He realizes that his mother hates men. How you supposed to like a woman? Now let's love one. I mean, how does that go? Imagine how she talks to him.
Gonna be doing something. The fuck? But drop everything for your homeboy, a nigga in a fucking heartbeat. Y'all prove y'all broke every motherfucking day, and the bitches is the ones with the money. I ain't never seen no bitch that can't pay for her own hair, can't pay for her own nails, can't pay for her own motherfucking upkeep.
We see them every day, and you're one of them. You're definitely one of them. It says you avoid the strong woman conditioning TV in the movies. Yeah, exactly. You have to. You almost have to avoid it because all you see, like what was that movie with Viola Davis where she had that orange dress on that never caught a stain? It didn't matter how many people was bleeding around her. And remember, she had Secret Service that was with her, and the Secret Service was hurt, and she had to save them. I said they had her looking like Woman King in that movie. She was the president, right? Wasn't she, even that? Remember, she was the president. And her husband was like trying to guard the girls, but the husband didn't fight. She fought for her husband. It says Woman King, Marvel movie, Netflix has taken a major downturn. I'm telling you, media has a strong push to make the men. I mean, as soon as I'm looking at a movie and I see it, I go, here we go. I'm a woman and I don't like that. I'm a woman. I don't like that. Men are leaders. So why would I want to see my man getting beat up? Women actually think it's actually an accolade. Like they actually roar for it. I'm like, do you not understand how that is making our men look weak? Even in all the movies, all the Tyler Perry movies, whatever 59 shows that he got on right now, the women be slapping the men. I'll be like, what is going on? Team Peterson said, you are broke wearing a bonnet. Dusty Brokey. You know what I want to do? If y'all see videos where the woman is talking like this and then she's crying, please send me those videos. If y'all happen to see her again and she on there crying, send me those videos. Because there's about to be a lot of that. There's about to be a lot of that. All that loudness. And this is why y'all going to child support court and y'all getting your child support lowered. Because y'all going there talking like this. Y'all been going to court with your bonnet on. And you wonder why nobody respects y'all. This is why. Even on dating sites, they put a lot of, and it's no stab to the black women. But do y'all not know we are sitting right there with the Asian men? We sitting right there with the Asian men. I mean, you might not like to hear it, but it's true. It's facts. This is not my opinion. It says she's seeing women being paid by another man or installment, like a layaway. Ain't nobody paying for that. Certain things you ain't got to pay for. And I'm going to tell you right now, this woman probably ain't never sat across from a man. Y'all know how many women who are almost 30 who has never had a date? I think it's more than what y'all think. I think I've met them. I've met women, never ever had a boyfriend. And she be like 35, never had a boyfriend. Never went out to eat. I don't know, they never had a date. There's a lot of women like this. I don't know why women acting like they don't see this. A lot of women. And making them weird. This is why they be weird like this. This is why they don't be having no communication skills. This is why when they do meet a man, they don't even know what to say. This is why they going through their phone. They don't even know how to react. This is why they fighting them. This is why women are jumping out the car. You seen that little rapper girl hanging off the hood of that Cadillac? Hanging off the hood of the Cadillac, screaming. And she's supposed to be worth like what, $5 million? But look at her. I heard that girl's story. Her story sounds crazy. You don't, just because you have a boyfriend, you don't own that man. You don't own a man just because that's your boyfriend. It's because you had a kid with him. You don't own him. Said which rapper? Look, well, you know, the Catch You Outside girl. And she's hanging off a car. Hold on, I'm about to go to that video. She's hanging off the car. She's crying. I'm just like, why? She ain't got no dad. She don't have a father. She don't have brothers. She got all that money. And you know how a lot of women, when they got a lot of money, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them anything. And just imagine when that man leaves her, that little boy, which is going to be one day a grown male one day, it's going to be stuck with a grown want baby. Yeah, like you don't get the, just because, and that's the thing about women. One thing about women I notice, when they buy something, that's the first thing they do. They be like, I bought the car's in my name. if the house or the apartment's in their name, first thing they do is be like, this is my stuff, get out. You know how many women I had to tell them? You know how many women I had to tell them before? You can't do that. If men did that, because they paid for, or their name is on it. And they wonder why, like, it's so hard for them to bother anybody. Says feminism has betrayed a many of women. Since they run counter to nature, they definitely do. In God's order, it says, and now they want a man. Well, they really don't want a man. If you listen to what they're saying, they say, I want a man to pay my bills. I want a man to pay my car note, or he can take this bill. They say nothing about them actually being with men. Listen to them videos. It said men must beware of the reach back. Oh, they are. If anything, they're showing it to y'all. Now y'all can see it. And now it's like, you didn't show your hand. If y'all was smart, you would get off social media telling people what you was going to do. Do you think if I was a gold digger, I would be on social media actually saying I'm digging for gold? That don't make sense. That don't make any sense. That's like the military going over to another country, telling them verbatim where they about to go be at. It makes no sense. So I don't know why they keep doing it. But you know, Cardi B is their leader, so.
Never met a bitch that didn't have her own shit, that didn't have her own car, didn't have her own apartment, and be the niggas that don't got nothing, and be the niggas that be leeching off the bitches. All this propaganda shit y'all be saying about bitches.
And the part that she keeps saying that the men are leeching off of the, first of all, what kind of women call each other bees? I ain't got no friends call me no bees, no cousins, like none of that. When a woman cussed this much, she has a problem. Like, she's a problem. Like, you imagine her when she gets mad at your kids that you have with this lady? Y'all have any kids with women like this? Masculine, ratchet bees. This is the kind of girl that has her ex-boyfriend's name on the top of her butt cheeks. Guarantee it. This is her. This is the kind of person that has that.
The bitches are the ones with the money. You go to a club with full of bitches, everybody buying shots. You go to a club full of niggas, nobody want to buy nothing. Everybody want to share one body. You niggas is broke in real life. So, of course.
And they just had a club that opened up that was for all women. And they said nobody was buying anything. Because most women, when they do go out to the clubs, they are looking for a lot of men to buy them drinks. And I don't want to hear about that one woman, or if it's you that goes to the bar or to the clubs and y'all buy y'all's own drink. Most of them women are before 10 o'clock trying to look for a sponsor. And why do y'all keep saying that y'all make more money than men? That's not true. It might be the most enrolled in school, but y'all got basket weaving degrees. All the degrees, like, y'all go to school just to go to school a lot of times. The best degrees y'all got is probably like the nursing degrees. It says she needs to be calm. And that's the thing. They're not calm. Remember, that's what I just said. If you want to get your point across, right? You don't got to scream. You ain't got to scream. I've been in plenty of debates. And my voice stayed just like this. While they screaming and going off, hanging up. I done been on Stacey Prince show before. The girls be on there wilding out, hanging up, cussing, going. Like, why are y'all on fire like that? If I can sit here and be as calm as I am, why are you a big old ball of fire? Like, you don't got to do all that. You ain't got to show your butt to state your case. It says she needs to calm down. It says talking like Twista, 100 words a minute. It's barely English. Well, maybe they call it broken English. It says Teen Producer said, this is why modern women do not get relationships. Only imagination hips. That's so true. That's so true. They getting babies. You getting babies. You getting babies. And everybody wants to hit it. So when I hear women go, well, they wanted it. Yeah, of course. Why not? If you're going to give it, they're going to take it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to take. Then y'all going to be sitting there. I wonder, what are they going to do? Just imagine, right? Child care, like $2,000. Why? I don't get it. Do y'all know that most kids are not even supposed to go to daycare? You're supposed to stay with your mom or your dad or a grandparent for almost like, for real, like the first 3 years of your life. Of course, in today's society, a lot of people got to go to work, right? But your kids are not meant to go be stuffed into a daycare. They said that actually causes like separation anxiety and all kind of stuff to your kids. Because they're getting separated from their mom too fast. And half of y'all don't have grandmas that can watch y'all's kids because grandma is still at work. Grandma's still at work. So grandma can't even come stay with you. Back in the day, grandma came and stayed with the daughter if they got along. And back then, they got along more. But now, the mom and the daughter are fighting for the same man. So she'll come over and see the baby, but she don't even stay at the house. Because if you do got a man, a lot of times your mom is jealous that you got a man. Which is wild to me, because wouldn't you want your daughter to succeed and have her a family? Nope. I didn't seen it. So it's like things was in order. Everybody want to go out of the order. And then you wonder why the kids are the way that they are. And grandma's pumped up Go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work, go to school. You know what I really don't like about the feminist movement and all the different things that happen with that? I cannot stand that a lot of women have useless degrees. A lot. I know a lot of girls that have different degrees and they work at Nordstrom's. They work at Macy's. And they gotta, they're still paying off them loans. So if y'all gonna tell them just to go to school and that's it, why don't y'all tell them to start getting into some science, some STEM, some financial, math, something? Because this ain't it. This is not it. And y'all always calling men broke. Where's the narrative coming from that all the men are broke? They still make more than y'all. The average woman, $32,000 a year. The average 2-bedroom apartment is like $1,300. I'm just saying, like, average all over. Not in New York, of course. Definitely ain't talking about LA. So wouldn't it make sense for you to get with you a spouse? And it's only going up. It ain't going down. It is not going down. So how you going to afford some stuff? Let's just say they get food stamps. They take your food stamps away. Y'all ain't used to buying no food. And a lot of people with food stamps, they don't know how to shop. I know, because they just got cases of pops. Whole bunch of cases of soda and cereal and chips and snacks. And he already said y'all not buying no Mountain Dew. So the Mountain Dew little parade is over. And they was hot over that. I'm like, why are y'all mad y'all can't buy junk food? Because they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to cook. And you wonder why the kids are so fat. And I think that's child abuse. I seen a little girl the other day. Little girl's ankles were swollen. Your ankles should not be swollen and you 10. Like, you don't see that your kid is swollen? And this is why I say I'm not. But a lot of people, they're really scared to say something about that. And I mean the boys and the girls. Let me make that clear. The boys and the girls. You know that the waistline, you're not supposed to be older. Your waistline is not supposed to be bigger than your age. Yeah, so you're 20. The waistline is supposed to be somewhere around 20. And a lot of times their waist size is bigger than their age. It shouldn't be that. That's what they made that for. They're already making the clothes bigger to make people feel better. I said oven food and junk food. It says that that girl in the hospital bed eating tacos. What girl in the hospital? It was a girl in the hospital bed eating tacos. Is it one of them mukbang videos? And a lot of them women be leaving up out of here. They don't even live that long. Is it worth the money? I ain't never seen a fat Asian until I seen them mukbang videos. The mukbang videos. They gonna have all kind of problems. All them Cheetos and all. I mean, gallbladders, surgery. That's what I'm gonna invest in. I'm gonna invest in anything that got to do with knee surgery, gallbladder surgery, Crohn's, like, because that's all they eat. They don't eat nothing else. How you in the hospital eating tacos? The average black woman is a size 3X. Yeah, Cardi B came out with a clothing line or some hoodies or some crap. And her 3X sold out like in 30 minutes. And then Cardi said, damn, y'all some big B's. And they went off. Like, creators was making videos crying. I'm like, But if you a 3X, if ain't nothing wrong with being a 3X, why y'all mad about it? If ain't nothing wrong with being 3X, why are you mad? I'm talking about they was going back and forth like they was Venus and Serena. And I think Cardi she had to come out and say she was apologizing. I'm not ever apologizing for the words that come out of my mouth. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If you like being big, be proud of it. I would not be mad if somebody came on here and said I had a big head. I'd be like, ooh, got a big head. Like, why do y'all get mad at stuff that's factual? If anything, you need to wonder why you in the 3X. Not being, don't be mad. Go do something about it. Go do something about it. And then this is another thing I don't like. I don't like that the mothers are overfeeding their daughters. And then you wonder why. Then you get mad at her and you want to call her fat. You made her diet. This is why they got the kids out here. They only eat chicken nuggets and hot fries and Cheetos because they're not made to eat anything else. They ain't made to eat nothing else. You know how many women don't even drink water? Offer a woman some water, and you'll be shocked. She'll say, "I already had some today." They don't drink water. A lot of women don't drink water. They don't drink water. It says, nah, I saw a video this week. I think on this channel, the girl was morbidly obese, 350 pounds, IV drip, in a hospital bed with her mom. What I just say? I just said that the moms are feeding the kids. I'm gonna tell you right now, if say I had a cousin and he was on 600-pound life, and let's just say something happened to his mama. Say the mom, she's out of here. She's not here no more. And she said, Anna, you gonna have to start going over there and helping your cousin out. He gonna get real healthy real fast. I'm not letting no delivery driver drop no food off. I'm not about to make you no pound of bacon and that some people eat pounds of bacon. They eat a whole loaf of bread. And that's the show I ain't never go sit there and watch. I can't do all them. It just look like the screen stink when they that big. It just look like a stink. It says she's feeding their tacos for the third day in a row. Think about it. They can't even cook. They can't even stand up. What up, Ebony? How you doing, baby? She said showing love for Louisiana. Like they're not even doing the cooking. So somebody is feeding them that. Have y'all seen that Lisa Lane video when she goes to the down south and she's talking about the food? She's talking about that food. When I tell you she looks so confused. She looks confused looking at that food. And it's like a whole bunch of ladies and like she talked to this one lady, her son was like 4, but he was like 100 pounds. He was like 110 pounds or something. Oh, so it said no homemade soup or chicken and rice. Just think about it though. That's your diet. If your diet consists of Coca-Cola and just everything bad, you don't live to eat, you eat to live. Because these women can't cook. Yeah, I done seen them dumping out a can of corn and on them paper plates and putting it on TikTok. But where would they learn how to cook from? Do y'all know the average woman doesn't know how to grocery shop? She doesn't know how to grocery shop. Imagine the people that only have food stamps and now they got to go spend money with their own money. That's going to be a hard thing for them. It's going to be harder than what y'all think it's going to be. Because you probably never looked at a price. They don't know how to weigh nothing up. Like, they don't know. They don't know. They over there making what's that little hamburger helper? They over there making hamburger helper. They don't know how to do anything else but that. And you wonder why the kids, now I was just looking at a study. A lot of girls who are like 20 years old are now having diabetes at 20. I ain't never seen so. And high blood pressure. High blood pressure in their teens. I'm seeing a lot of teenagers with high blood pressure. Think about it. I mean, but the average person goes through the drive-through 3 times a day. If they go to work, they go to the drive-through before they go to work, lunchtime, and when they get off. It says no stands now on a budget. He's cold. But is he cold? How long did you think that was going to last? Like what did you think you were going to do? I've been talking to all my girlies and I'm talking to my men. If you work in a sector and it looks like it's going to be on the chopping block, it's time to start looking at something else. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got all these kids. It's sad to say, but I see a lot of them kids going to foster care. But I tell you what, if we're going to have 11,000 people turning 65 every day, it's going to definitely be a lot of money when it comes to the elderly community. That's a lot of old people. I think by like 2050, it's going to be 1 out of every 5 people are going to be over 65. Maybe that's where a lot of money going to be at. That's going to be a lot of older people. But you can't tell people that sometimes. They'll wait till the bridge break. They'll wait till the bridge break to try to make a run for it. While the bridge is breaking, now they want to try to cross the bridge. It's like, why? You see what's going on? Tell a paralegal that she won't have her job in a couple years. I bet she'll probably laugh. Like, do y'all not see what AI is doing? Like, come on now. You're going to do a lot of stuff. You're going to do a lot of things that you didn't think you were going to do. And if you don't know, start talking to somebody and seeing what sector you can move into. I always say when one side is falling, the other side is rising. See, men do what has to be done. That's a man's nature. That's what men do. Talk to teenage boys that are in the 12th grade. Ask them what they're going to do when they out of school. They're going to say exactly what they got to do. They're going to be like, I'm about to go and I'm about to be in HVAC. I'm in a training program to be an electrician. I'm about to be a pipe fitter. They're going to have something already down. Ask the girls. The girls going to be like, real estate. I'm going to school for real estate. I'm like, who's selling y'all that? Bartender, real estate. Like, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm tired of seeing young girls doing real estate TikTok videos and y'all dancing. It's not easy right now selling houses. And my hat goes off to anybody who can sell houses right now. It really does. I mean, a lot of houses was bought for too much. Hopefully, houses start coming down at least 15%. Hopefully, it says one of my earlier girlfriends in life, all she drank was Diet Coke. He said until I corrected her in life. Yeah, sometimes you gotta tell them. Working in the office, I noticed certain women, and that's all they drink. Women sit down all day long, guys. They got a sit down job. They sit down and drink coffee. And coffee, anything caffeine, all that doesn't dry you up. It dries up your skin, your hair. It dries up everything. You go, you can't. Your body is not made to just drink like that every day. And you gotta think some of them be drinking 2 or 3 cups of coffee. 2 or 3 cups of coffee. They go to work. They park close to the door. They sit all day drinking that Pepsi and coffee and the creams and if anything, all the sugar is even in the coffee. Like, and then they wonder why you got all these problems, and they don't care. Ankles be looking like koala bears. He said, caffeine dries up that cuda. It dries up everything else. It dries up everything else. So I would not doubt if it don't dry up the cuda. Most of the cuda ain't got nothing in it but coffee and Mountain Dew and diet. I've never understood how somebody orders a whole large meal from McDonald's, Wendy's, whatever, and then at the end of it, y'all be like, "And a Diet Coke." Like, why? Why do y'all do that? Like, what is that about at the end? Does that make the meal feel less? You might as well go and order you a Coca-Cola. And my friends, they just got back from London, and they told me that in London, they tried out all the stuff. They said their McDonald's, they said none of it tastes the same. Everything is different. All our stuff is different. A lot of them say that people say they don't like UK's food and different things like that because they don't have all the stuff. They don't have all them preservatives. They said even the McDonald's and everything is way different. Nothing tastes the same. They say their food is really, really bland. And it's not that it's really bland. It's just that our diet is so jacked up. It's at a bad pH, caffeine and artificial sweeteners. Flow. Yeah, like that's all I see. All I see is, and it's like, you got a computer in your hand, so you know what to look up. Like, you ain't gotta go on no strenuous diet, but everything, you got choices. We all make choices in life. We all make choices in life. It's almost like they want their kids to have to take care of them on purpose. I promise you they do. It said the bullshit excuse I heard was coffee has water in it. Look at my face. It says soda, energy, even they even have a nerve to have an energy Mountain Dew. As if they don't have enough caffeine in it as it is. It says sodas and energy drinks have water in them. It's liquid. But that's all they know. There's a lot of kids out here that they only drink coffee. Pop, soda, whatever y'all call it. It says British food is raisins in the potato salad. They really do the raisins in the potato salad. Look at my face. I'm like, they really be having raisins in potato salad like that. Well, they're probably healthier. They just won that lawsuit with the cereal because the cereal's making all our kids real slow. It's giving all the kids the tisms. So they finally are taking the food coloring out of the cereals. They just gonna do the same thing that the UK is doing. Instead of having red, number 9, whatever, they're gonna have like beets or supposed to be like carrots, or that's gonna be the colors of like the Fruit Loops and stuff. And just imagine the kids was eating cereal and just cow's milk every single morning. And you wondering why Timmy can't pay attention. It says, whose food is bland? I have heard that. Yeah, heard that too, huh? It said about the McDonald's, Thailand, and Jamaica. Well, they said the McDonald's was good. They said the McDonald's like tastes way better. There's no way that I would even eat a McDonald's fry. You know how many people that are cleaning out basements and they're finding old McDonald's fries. And you telling me it looked the same way? Just think about this. Some chicken nuggets and some fries been sitting in the wall for 15 years. And you take it out and it's over there looking like Ashley. You know, because Ashley like she ain't aging. Like how the McDonald's just not gonna age like that at all? Nothing. It doesn't go back. So it makes you wonder, what is it doing in our system? This is why a lot of ladies, this is why everybody got OVS, everybody got Crohn's. I'm like, come on. That's the last place I'm stopping at, McDonald's. like that would have to be the only place like in that city. Only place. I'm like, I don't get it. UK, we should have been, even if say an orange soda, they don't use the same thing. Like it's totally different ingredients on there. It's not the same ingredients. And then they be wondering. I think that's why, for real, I be thinking that's why a lot of black women have a lot of cysts and different things like that. It's our diets. It's our diet. We'll be wondering like what's wrong with us? That's what's wrong. There's a lot of stuff. The microwave popcorn. There's so many stuff they just feed us. Like they don't care. Like women don't pack. They don't pack their lunch. They don't pack anything. They just grab everything out to eat. And they don't want to spend no money. And just think about this. A lot of women who are going through like perimenopause and are they going through menopause, a lot of that can be helped with certain food, but they don't care. And a lot of them, for real, they'll start going off like Godzilla and stuff because now their brain is all jacked up because of their food. So now you trying to divorce your husband because everything is all thrown off. All your levels all thrown off. You know how many happens all the time? A lot of women lead a man just because of their hormones. Their hormones is messed up. They don't even know why they mad. Raisins in the potato salad. Look, Team Peterson said that he said that they got raisins in a potato salad. I did hear somebody put raisins in macaroni before. Raisins in a potato salad. That must be I don't know. Is that a thing when you came for real? You said you're British? Oh. And there's no raisins in mine. Look, he said, y'all not putting that on us. He said, we do not have raisins in our potato salad. He said, no raisins here. Yeah, like women will suffer just because of the diet. That white British food. I think they said South Korea. What they said, South Korea stopped selling hamburgers. He said, you're not even allowed talking about hamburgers in South Korea. Like at all. He said, don't even mention it. I've never been to the UK. Maybe this year I might get to go. I do want to go. I do want to go to the UK. I want to see what's going on down there. I just want to hear them talk. I do. I heard they do a lot of stabbing down there. They're not allowed to have pew-pews, right? So they just be cutting everybody. At least that's what I see. You know, you have to be a crazy person. You know, most people that cut people end up cutting their own self. So when you hear about somebody saying they cut somebody like 8 times, you gotta be a rageful pit bull to do something like that. Like you honestly have to be. And they said that's really bad down there. Like that's like a thing. And you get a lot of time if you have a pew pew down there. It is you're gonna get a football number when you go down. Look, if they start doing that here, I guess people probably wouldn't carry them. But you know what? I'm a firm believer in pew-pews, right? Because it ain't the pew-pews that's hurting people. It's the people that's behind it. It's just like cars. Cars can unalive people too. But I ain't never seen a car drive down the street and just hit people. Like, ever in my life. I think everybody should be able to protect yourself. I don't think any household to me should have something like that. If something happened, let's just say something happened, lights go out, the grid go out, and they want your water. What's stopping them from coming in and get your water? I keep telling people, like a lady's this was a black lady that said this the other day. She was like, I would just be so scared for black men to have a lot of pew-pews. I was like, they would get them anyway. What do you mean you'd be scared for them to get them? Like, you're black. What do you mean? It says we have American import foods and drinks. Really? I didn't think y'all took a lot of our food. It says I time to time sample some of the items and they are tasty, but I can definitely tell the artificial colors. Yeah, super Skittles. California, they don't even they took out their red Skittles and their blue Skittles and like anything red coloring, period. Now California don't play. They do not play that down there. You gotta think, California is like their own little world. They're like their own little world. They're like the fourth biggest industry in the world by themselves. Like California. Let me see. You said colors and the flavors and the high levels of sugars ain't no joke. Sugars ain't no joke. But when you got the drug industry, and the drug industry is making all that money off of Letitia going through that drive-through, why would they ever take it out? They don't have to. That's a gold mine for them. That is a gold mine for them. I was gonna make money on that. That's one thing about when everybody was isolated in the house. That's one thing that sold was liquor and food. Liquor and food was still selling at an all-time high. So I think people gonna eat. People are gonna eat. Now retail always gonna take a hit, but food will last. People gonna be hungry. They're gonna be hungry and they're gonna want to drink. That's one thing they are going to do. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. Sorry I was late today, but I had to finish up some things. Can y'all please hit that like button? Whoever didn't hit the like button on the way in. What somebody say? Hold up. It says facts. 16%. White British, the new caucus. They even put apples in the coleslaw. I've seen it. I probably would eat apples in the coleslaw. Y'all know I eat apples like every day. I carry a lunch bag every day somewhere. Even if I was going to the grocery store, I'm going to have me a lunch bag in my car somewhere. My friends laugh. I'm going to have my waters. I'm going to have my fruit. I always got something packed. Like, you got to. If not, I'm going to be picking up dumb stuff. I tell people, you better prepare yourself. That's the only way you don't pick up just foolishness. Is to have stuff ready to go. It's the apples and well, no, apple salad. What is that? What is apple salad? I've never made apple salad with the walnuts and the grapes and some people put mayo in that. That's like a big thing. What is that? Apple salad. A lot of people put mayo in that. If anybody's familiar with that dish. She said, ew. They do. But y'all, I am jumping off of here. I will be back on. I'm gonna start coming on a little bit more. My days are still Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. But when whenever I got extra time, I'm always gonna post and tell y'all I'm coming on here because I do like coming on here and hollering at y'all. It said water. What do you say? Water, protein bars, protein and yogurts. Yeah, I'm an apple girl. Like I'm a fruit person. I'm always at somebody's farm stand. Like you only got one body. You better protect it. Like real talk. If not, that's what makes you a bad diet. Well, I always say, well, wealth is health. You won't be able to spend the money you're making if you ain't got your health some kind of way. And I mean that. Thanks, guys. Hit the like button for me, pretty please. I'll be back on here most likely on Monday. But who knows? I might come back before then.